Hi everyone, it's Miri Carbundance. Welcome back to another food diary of 365 in this year. I hope they help you. This was the preparation of my usual breakfast. Then I also had a mixture of Dandy Blend and coffee with plant milk, but it could have been much more, as you guys can see. But it also could have been black, and I did not do that anymore. So that was really me approaching liquid calories, but I could have done much better, which is what I want you to see here in my development in last year. My coffee now is much whiter. Still, I really love the taste of coffee per se, and so I don't like it if it only tastes like milk, but just to taste and just admitting and discovering and recognizing for myself and just telling it into the face of my eating disorder that I like my coffee with a little bit of milk or a little bit more milk. Like, it's actually much more than I added there in this video like 1 year ago. It was a crucial step in my recovery, and it actually uncovers your real self. So you saw here I was challenging another kind of fruit and yogurt. I did not dilute the yogurt with water anymore. You see it's much thicker, and that was also a step. I want to remind you that this is Quasi Recovery. It has nothing to do with real recovery here, what I did 1 year ago. You're going to see how I got to the real recovery throughout the year. So I got a comment on my German channel from Franziska Bachmann. She asks, how many calories do you require, so like me personally, to gain weight? How tall are you? Greetings, Franziska. Just want to shortly go into the snack that I had here. Like, it's with methyl dates and oats, and it's just like, this is not a snack for me now. It's like I was trying to volumize the snack as much as possible. I also added peanuts here and more fruit, and it's just like I would not crave this kind of snack anymore. It's just too voluminous, too watery, too kind of like, just have a bar. For F's sake, just have a bar, a Cliff Bar or something. That's what I actually wanted here, right? So that's important to see here. So to answer your question, Franziska, so I required not very many calories in order to gain weight. Like, anything above 2,000 calories actually enabled me to gain weight. And that is not a surprise. I don't want you to hop off here because you're just scared. Oh yeah, I knew that, just eating more and not so many calories will make me gain weight, so duh. But no, so recovery is not gaining weight. You have to just hammer that into your brain. Recovery is when you physically, nutritionally rehabilitate by also gaining weight. It's like a side effect of recovery, but mentally rewiring, neurally rewiring all of the fears you have. And your recovery weight, your healthy weight, is the weight that your body naturally settles at, and without any control or restriction from your side or from your eating disorder side to kind of manipulate that or to control that. And so it didn't require a lot of calories to gain weight. And I also was already gaining weight here at that time, eating only whole foods and, eating the minimum of the Minimod guidelines, which was 2,500 calories. But, I am very, very convinced that you will not gain less weight when you eat healthy in recovery. You are just going to gain the same amount of weight. You will just stay in the prison of orthorexia, and like when you're not actually rewiring your fears around all of the foods you fear. And so to answer your question, I think your question should rather be how many calories does it take for you to mentally and physically recover, and that the answer to that would be like however calories it takes. Like when I stopped counting the calories, you know, for some time it was thousands of calories when I went through the extreme hunger phase, and then I just had to train my brain to not care how many calories I take in. Were some more pictures of the chillblains that started here, which really made me very insecure about what I should do. I thought it's because of the food. And you're now going to see some photos of that day, not everything I ate, and it actually starts with me having cried. Don't be shocked. Our dog Teddy in the Philippines actually died on that day, and you're also gonna see, yeah, I'm sorry, but it's very graphic. I just bawled my eyes out these days, like the recent days, and you're going to see a topic video of me talking about the death of Teddy, our dog in the Philippines. And yeah, I cry every time I see those pictures. Just wanted to share a few pictures with you. You're going to see more of the more pictures in the topic video. Just some impressions here, and also the next impressions you're going to see are, you know, things. So just some things of what I eat now. It's not complete. Very important to consider. And so the right calories to gain weight are not the ones that it requires in order for you to start gaining weight. That's not what encompasses recovery. That was, by the way, our caretaker in the Philippines. They were kind of the parents of Teddy then, and part of her family. So really, what you really have to ask yourself is how many calories does it require for you to, or for me to recover? Because I have tried many times to just gain weight on healthy foods, or to just gain weight by eating enough calories, and I did gain weight. But the problem was I was just in the same fucking prison as before mentally. Like nothing changed in that regard. And so I just had to come to a point, I just have to eat all of the foods. Nothing can be off limits anymore if I really want to recover. I cannot recover from a restrictive eating disorder by restricting. And so how many calories does it take to gain weight? Not too many, in my opinion, but that doesn't help. Like it didn't help in my case, at least. And so for me to recover, it requires however many calories, like no specific number, however many calories that I mentally and physically, and in recovery it's mentally the most, that I mentally crave. No restriction. And mental hunger is the reason why I was able to recover. If I hadn't had mental hunger and hadn't responded to that mental hunger, I would not have been able to recover. 100%. So how tall am I? I'm 1 meter and 65 centimeters. Yeah. On that day, it was very important for me to not restrict. And, I didn't have appetite, to be honest, at all. Not even mentally, which hasn't happened to me for a long time. Like ever since real recovery. And so that was just getting it done and making it happen. Okay, I hope this video was helpful for you, Franziska, and I see you next video. Bye.